folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. As we leave Pattaya this Sunday morning down Highway 36, we are out for a Sunday drive. So we will go and experience some different local, very close by, some different local places, and meet some people and eat some food. But anyway, let's get on down the road. I'll explain at our first little destination here. So it's a Sunday. We're out for a Sunday drive. I realize people that visit here probably don't get an opportunity to do this, but I know a lot of folks that live here Saturday or Sunday to kind of go out with the family and go for a ride, just explore different areas. Today we're going to be in Rayong, and I thought we would choose Rayong because there's a place I've been wanting to come on the way to Rayong. It's practically in Rayong, almost, called Hardware House. When I got this truck and I started loading and unloading the bike, and I need straps to strap it down. And my dear friend Andy told me, advised me, he said, go to this place, they got the right straps. And I looked at the map and I'm like, I can't be bothered to drive all the way down to Rayong. I'll just go to the hardware store in Jomtien. Big mistake. Should have listened. The worst part about that whole ordeal is wrestling with those straps. I hurt my hands or fingers, unbuckling them, etc. So I've come here today to get the right ones. The ones I should have gotten originally that I was too lazy to get. And then we're going to continue on and hopefully go to a couple cool places. Anyway, let's see if they got what I need. So they made us wear lunch lady gloves when we went into the hardware store. Great selection here. So much better than the Tai Watsuda, the one in Jomtien that I went to. But see, look at the ratchet handle on that. So much bigger. Nice plastic. Even these look kind of like what I have, but they're so much different, so much better to unlock. It's like the other ones are cheap copies of this. It's the only way I can describe. 700 baht for both of those packs. The smaller one, 225, and I guess the other one about 500, a little under 500. So I think that'll just make it so much more enjoyable. The loading and unloading of the bike is not a problem. It's the strapping down, the strapping and unstrapping and fighting with the straps that's been the bane. So we're going on a trip coming up here soon, and I'll put those to use here in a couple of weeks. Anyway, let's go have some fun now. The business is done. So we've come to the 1,000 Chang Valley. 1,000 Chang Valley. It's like a cafe and resort. And we weren't going to get anything to eat here. We were just going to get some drinks and look around. But we were both hungry, so we just had a little snack because we wanted to get something to eat later at another place. But just a little snack to hold us over. I got a 69 baht breakfast. Egg, ham, toast. Decent. Very decent. V got a kaprao guy, a chicken, spicy chicken with chili and an egg. So I think that was like 50 baht or something, very inexpensive. And we each got a nice coffee. But they have rooms here. It's also a resort. And I don't know, just I think why you do these kind of Sunday drives is to get out of Pattaya, change the scenery, have a day somewhere else. And sometimes you might want more than a day. You might want 2 days or overnight. This is like a treehouse themed cafe and resort. It's built, the tree trunks are downstairs and it supports the whole thing. And when you're up in the room, I'll take you up to one of the rooms. It feels like you're in a kind of a glorified tree house. The walls, you'll see, 1,200 baht a night for the room. So if you're looking for serenity, peace and quiet out here with nature, beautiful view of a mountain over here. Not a mountain, but a great big hill. Some big rolling hills out here. It had a very high ceiling, pretty basic. But just when you're in there, there's a big tree trunk in the room sticking up, and you feel like you're in a tree house. At least I do. So there's a couple other rooms. They have these small ones that are called nests, and the bathrooms are kind of below, just like a little small, there again, like a tree house type thing on a pedestal. And then they got these stone rooms. This place looks almost medieval behind me. We'll go in one of those. She's looking for the key.
but they're 1,500, the Nest are 1,200. So a lot of little room options here.
So the stone room was also very creative. As I walked through here and looked at some of these rooms, I was wondering whose idea was all this. And later in the tour, I get to meet the man who designed all this. Quite a fella. But anyway, nice high ceiling and good room.
I don't know. I kind of prefer the first one up there in the treehouse right above the restaurant. But this place is it's a big grounds. It is like they call it a farm resort. One thing this area is known for is their fruit. Oh, you found one. She's got various fruit trees here. It's almost like an orchard a little bit. But durian, and one of my favorites, mangosteen. Mangosteen, the Thai is called mangut. And they're still green on the tree, but I'll show you some. And then she's got a durian tree over here. Ah, okay. So on the way out here today, V said we could buy some durian out here and then take it back to Pattaya and sell it on Beach Road. I don't know how much money she thinks we would make, but that is a thing. I mean, it's that easy. You just drive down to a place that has that stuff and bring it to a place that doesn't have it. And of course, you mark it up from what you pay, wholesale versus retail. Oldest trick in the book. Oh, it's hot. I met the owner. He said since it's close by the mountain, he doesn't even have air conditioning in his house. It's cool at night and he needs a blanket. So I didn't realize the elevation was higher up here. He's got some other orchards around here, 2-3 other orchards. But the table behind us, I'll show you the table. 100-year-old tamarind tree, right from his garden he's made that table from. I would have thought it was teak, but the color wasn't quite right. It's tamarind, big tree, but 2 pieces. Anyway, let's go.
So he's basically built all that during his retirement to keep himself busy. So I thought that was interesting. Anyway, couple twists and turns notwithstanding, we end up at Mairumpung Beach.
So we made it down to the beach. Stopped to see my friend out here at the Sun Moon Bar Guest House. We stayed here about 6 months ago. We just had a quick drink. And I tell you, I've never seen it this busy down here. There's cars lining the whole street. He said it was busier last week. Said last weekend, last couple weekends for Songkran, it was very busy. So there's a lot of people out on the beach. But farther down from where we are, closer to Ban Pei, that's where there was some oil spill that washed up. And I just wanted to come out here and take a look at the condition of the beach. But look, I mean, there's lots of folks out here and they're in the water. He said this area wasn't affected so much as farther down this way. And you can see this pier. We're going to a place to eat right on the other side of that pier. That was our destination down here. Hey, it's a highly recommended restaurant. The beach is full of debris, but it doesn't stop people from coming out here. This is one of the farther beaches for the travelers from Bangkok to go to. I mean, Bang Sen is much closer. Pattaya, Jom Tien would even be a much closer choice. This is probably closer to 3 hours from Bangkok instead of 2 hours. So people make an extra drive, a concerted effort to come here to the Rayong beaches rather than some of the Chonburi beaches. That is something different, and it's a whole different vibe out here. I tell you, out of all the people I run across, I'm always envious. My buddy over here in this little bar, the Sun Moon, I don't think I've ever seen him wear a shirt, and he's just got this cool little bar. He's got a couple customers here, there, low drama, low headache, right on the beach. This has always been one of my favorite places in Thailand. I think he's living the dream. I don't know, maybe I'll do that one day. So right past that pier I just showed you, we're at Pattaya Seafood. And they have a road front place. You cross the road, you can park across the street for 20 baht. V seems to think we can get our 20 baht back at the restaurant. I'm not sure about that. But you walk across the street and it's just like a business front. They have fresh seafood out there you can look at when you come in. But then behind all that, it opens right up to the beach. And it's packed down here. It's all under umbrellas, but you're sitting right on the beach. And it's packed. It's, I'll tell you exactly what time it is. I've lost track of the time. It's 2:30 now. We left home at 9:45 this morning. We've already been gone close to 5 hours. Doesn't seem like that. But anyway, we ordered some food here. This was our destination for the day, our final destination for the day, and there's more people here than I would have dreamed. So it's highly recommended, it's highly rated. That's why I picked this place, and I guess I'm not the only one that reads restaurant reviews. So we ordered up some seafood. V got some shrimp, I got some crab. We'll sit out here on the sand and see what it is. I won't say it's the cheapest place in town, but it is a great fresh breeze right here. Judging by the look at the seafood when you walk in, it looks super fresh. So right down the road here is Bon Pay, and there's a huge seafood market there in Bon Pay. I don't know if that's where it comes from, but if it does, I don't think you get much fresher than that. Little fishing villages and all up and down here, and they bring their catch down there to that market a lot of times. So we'll have a meal. I'll show you what the food looks like when it comes. I'm curious myself. So the food was delicious. The crowd thinned out once we got in here. It's a fraction of the people that were here when we got here. I guess, you know, most of these people have a lot longer of a way to drive home than what we do. They are going to Bangkok and places like that. We're just going back to Pattaya. So I think this is the way out. Yeah. But these shrimp, some of the best we ever had. So fresh. My crab curry, I prefer the crab curry with the lump meat, and that crab curry I was served had the shell. You had to pick it. Not as big a fan of that. Apparently, this is all local celebrities that have visited this restaurant. Or just regular customers, but I think most of them are celebrities. I recognize a couple faces here. Good. Thank you, Ka. Thank you, Ka. So Pattaya seafood was good. Very good. Total bill for the both of us, drinks, everything, 660 baht. So, I don't know, about 20 bucks. V's eyeing up the fish. But anyway, as we go home, this was our last stop on our Sunday drive. I'll put the route of, when I get home, I'll map it out and I'll put a graphic of that so you can see. But we didn't go far, just out and about, but we sure got a change of scenery from way out in the rural, almost jungle type area with that farm resort to right here on the beach. We got to see our friends at the Sun Moon. We had a great meal, and we'll go home. We're about an hour and 15 minutes, something like that from home. But I'll put the map up for you. Oh, and by the way, V was right. They asked for our parking stub, and they deducted that off the prices of our meal. So that was a thing. And when I parked, I had to parallel park in a little tight spot, and now I'm just sitting there all alone. I'm just sitting there all alone. It looks like who would park there? Why would somebody park all the way up there? But that was the only space available. They got these little bungalows over here for rent. Tiny little things though. They look tiny, but right across the street from the seafood restaurant. And yeah. She just said this is a hotel. But you're right across the street from the beach. Each one's got a little smiley figurine or something outside. I don't know what they are. But that's cool too. Always something to see down here in my Rompung, one of my favorite places in Thailand. Anyway, that's all it's going to be.
Well, there you go, a typical Sunday drive. You can go any direction you want. You know, you don't always have to have a destination pre-planned. You can just kind of cruise around. There'll be plenty of cool stuff you happen along to see, and you can explore people, places, food, just like we did. We had a good time. I think we covered about 100 miles this day, about 160 kilometers. But anyway, back home, there's always work to be done in the garden, work or play maybe. But anyway, I've got to leave this episode off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.